Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video we will be exploring the story of first incarnation of Lord Vishnu Matsya avatar. Satya Yuga was about to end and a great flood was to come and destroy all the life on earth to start afresh for the next Yuga. Lord Vishnu descended to earth in the form of a small fish known as the Matsya avatar, the first avatar of Vishnu. Once King Satyavrata, the real name of Manu, was performing his sacred prayers beside a river. While scooping in some water offering to Surya, the sun god, he caught a tiny fish in his palms. The king was about to release the fish, but then the fish pleaded with the king to save its life, fearing that it would be devoured from larger creatures. Compassionate king placed the fish in a small tank within his palace. To his amazement, the fish began to grow rapidly, outgrowing the tank in no time. The king then moved it to a small pond, but the fish continued to grow until even the pond couldn't contain it. Realizing its extraordinary size, King Manu decided to release the fish into a river and eventually back into the vast ocean, only to find that the fish grown to full one side of the ocean. Looking at gigantic fish, a sudden flash came to Manu. He bowed before the fish. The Lord Matsya smiled. Manu stared with tears in his eyes. As a huge horn grew on the head of the fish, Lord Matsya said, "The Yuga is about to end in 7 days. There will be a great flood, and all living things on the earth would perish. I want you to build a big ship. Take the seeds of all plants, the male and female of every animal, and the 7 sages along with their families. Take them all on the ship," and also advised to bring Vasuki, the snake god. Manu started his preparations by building a huge ship. He had also brought the 7 sages with their families. On the 7th day, when the heavy rains and storms arrived, Lord Matsya appeared before the king and instructed him to secure the ship to his horn using the serpent Vasuki as a rope. Lord Matsya shielded the ship from destruction during the cataclysmic flood. During the voyage, Lord Matsya shared profound wisdom and revealed important truths to the king. Upon reaching Mount Himavan, Lord Matsya vanished from the earth after instructing King Manu on how to rebuild and govern the new world with a fresh set of rules and moral values and start new Yuga. This valuable knowledge became known as Manusmriti, the memories of Manu. Let us embrace the spirit of Lord Matsya within us, guiding us through the currents of life with wisdom, courage, and grace. Thank you for joining me on this journey through ancient mythology. Until we meet again, may the wisdom of the Matsya avatar illuminate our paths and inspire us to strive for greater heights. Welcome back to my channel. Today let's dive into the saga of second incarnation of Lord Vishnu, the Kurma avatar, symbolizing turtle, embodying principles of stability, balance, and perseverance. Its divine purpose lies in providing a steadfast foundation during the cosmic ocean's churning, known as Samudra Manthan, facilitating the retrieval of the elixir of immortality, Amrita. According to Hindu scriptures, the saga of Kurma avatar begins with the churning of the cosmic ocean, known as Samudra Manthan, by the Devas, celestial beings, and Asuras, demons. The churning was done using Mount Mandara as the churning rod and the serpent Vasuki as the rope. However, as the Devas and Asuras began the arduous task, the mountain started to sink into the depths of the ocean. Realizing the need for stability, Lord Vishnu transformed into Kurma avatar and manifested as a colossal turtle. Kurma's sturdy back became the foundation on which the mountain rested, ensuring it did not sink. The divine turtle's presence brought stability and equilibrium to the churning process. This churning produced 13 other ratans, the divine entities along with the Amrita Kalash. Now let's look into the 14 Ratnas of Samudra Manthan. During the churning of the ocean, the first thing that came out of the water was poison halahala that threatened to engulf creation. Then everyone together prayed to Lord Shiva. In response, Lord Shiva consumed the poison to protect the universe from its destructive effects. His wife, the goddess Parvati, she gripped her husband's neck in order to stop the poison from reaching his stomach, thus earning him the epithet Vishakanta, the one who held poison in his throat. Kaustubha Mani, a divine jewel that adorned the chest of Lord Vishnu after emerging from the ocean. Third, Kamadhenu, the celestial cow, also known as Surbhi, emerged from the ocean. It is believed to fulfill all desires and is considered the mother of all cows. Then emerged the Kalpavriksha, the wish-fulfilling divine tree that emerged from the ocean, capable of granting any desire. Later, Airavata, the white elephant with multiple trunks emerged, the mount of Lord Indra, the king of Devas. The Uchashravas, or celestial seven-headed horse, arose as a symbol of power and speed. Varuni, the goddess of wine, came next, holding a pot of holy wine. The demons took Varuni. Lord Vishnu's celestial bow, Sharanga, likewise came from the ocean. Apsara and Rambha, divine angels, also came from the water. Also the goddess Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and prosperity, emerged from the churning of ocean. Then Panchajanya, the conch shell or Shankha, originated during the churning of the ocean. It is a symbol of victory, prosperity, happiness, peace, fame and Lakshmi. At the end of the churning of the ocean, a pot of nectar Amrita emerged. When there was a fight between the gods and demons regarding the distribution of Amrita, Lord Vishnu took the form of Mohini and distracted demons and distributed the Amrita among the gods. Thank you for being in this journey of exploring the saga of Kurma Avatar. In the timeless wisdom of the Kurma Avatar, we find lessons of stability, perseverance, unity, and the sacred duty to protect and preserve all of creation. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we are diving into the saga of third avatar of Lord Vishnu, Varaha Avatar. In the ancient era of Satya Yuga, Lord Vishnu transformed into Varaha, a boar, to rescue earth from the grip of evil asuras and restore righteousness. The name Varaha comes from Sanskrit, meaning wild boar, as described in the Rigveda. The fascinating tale of Varaha Avatar begins with the doorkeepers of Lord Vishnu. Vaikuntha Loka is the well-known divine dwelling place of Lord Vishnu. The two formidable gatekeepers, Jaya and Vijaya, stood watch over it. Jaya and Vijaya stopped Lord Brahma's sons from meeting Lord Vishnu, leaving them seething with anger. Jaya and Vijaya were cursed to take on human form and be born on earth. And as fate would have it, Jaya and Vijaya were reincarnated as brothers named Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. The devotion of Hiranyaksha towards Lord Brahma was truly immense. After years of devoted worship, he received a powerful boon from Lord Brahma himself, the assurance that no being, divine or mortal, could ever bring about his demise. Hiranyaksha became arrogant, convinced of his invincibility and immortality. His cruelty knew no limits as he inflicted unbearable suffering on innocent people. He caused chaos among the Devas, even daring to attack Indra's heavenly palace. In fear, The Devas fled to safety, seeking refuge in hidden caverns nestled deep within the earth. Hiranyaksha then seized the earth and plunged it into the depths of Patal Loka. This caused the earth to sink as the earth's weight was too much for the ocean to bear. During these happenings, the earth was under the reign of the powerful Manu and Shatrupa. According to Brahma Purana, Shatrupa is regarded as the first woman to be created by Brahma, marrying Maru, the first man. Their descendants are called Manushya. Manu and Shatrupa approached Lord Brahma seeking solace for their sorrow. Lord Brahma then turned his focus inward and began to meditate upon Lord Vishnu. A tiny wild boar was seen emerging from his nostrils, which underwent an astonishing change, growing larger until it loomed over the land like a massive mountain. This creature was none other than an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. With unwavering resolve, he announced his intention to dive into the vast ocean and rescue Mother Earth. With a thunderous roar, Lord Vishnu transformed into a mighty boar and launched himself into the sky, his hooves ripping through the clouds. Filled with rage, Hiranyaksha charged into the depths of the ocean. In a courageous act, Lord Varaha thrust his powerful tusk into the sea's depths, lifting Mother Earth upon it. With resolute determination, he propelled himself toward the gleaming surface above. In an intense confrontation, Hiranyaksha rushed at Lord Varaha wielding his formidable make. He boldly challenged Lord Vishnu in his Varaha form, asserting his ability to contend with the divine entity. The battle persisted, each side fiercely engaged. As the sun began its descent, Lord Brahma issued a dire warning: the demon must be vanquished before night falls, lest his dark sorcery be unleashed upon the world. In the battle between Varaha Avatar and Hiranyaksha, the mighty Varaha landed a powerful blow to his opponent. Hiranyaksha finally met his demise as he fell over and was killed instantly. This fierce incarnation is usually seen supporting the weight of the world on his one mighty tusk. This avatar of Lord Vishnu is believed to be a symbol of sacrifice. The story shows the bringing of peace amidst the chaos. It shows the triumph of good over evil as Hiranyaksha is defeated. Thank you for watching.
Hiranyakashipu, also known as Hiranyakashipu, was a Daitya king of the Asuras in the Puranas. In Hinduism, Hiranyakashipu's younger brother, Hiranyaksha, was slain by the Varaha avatar of Vishnu. Angered by this, Hiranyakashipu decided to gain a boon of invulnerability by performing tapas to propitiate Brahma. Brahma was very happy with Hiranyakashipu's devotion and agreed to grant him any wish. Hiranyakshipu asked to be immortal. Brahma told him that was not possible because it would upset the balance of life. After thinking hard, Hiranyakshipu asked for a boon that no man, god or animal created by Brahma could kill him. He also wanted to be safe from being killed at day or night, in heaven or on earth, with a weapon or inside or outside his house. Brahma granted these wishes. Hiranyakashipu was thrilled and returned to his kingdom. However, he was unhappy with how things were going and wanted to take revenge on Indra, who he blamed for the situation. Hiranyakashipu fought the gods alone, defeated them, and took over heaven. He brought his wife and son, Prahlad, from earth to his kingdom. Unlike his evil father, Prahlad was a devoted follower of Lord Vishnu and always prayed to him. Hiranyakashipu was furious when he saw Prahlad praising Vishnu. He punished Prahlad's teacher and ordered his guards to kill Prahlad. But no matter what they tried, Prahlad remained unharmed. Their swords broke, poisonous snakes did nothing, and mad elephants didn't attack him. Hiranyakashipu then asked his sister Holika to burn Prahlad while he sat on her lap. Holika was immune to fire, but when she tried to burn Prahlad, she herself was burned to ashes. Frustrated, Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad if Vishnu was in the room. Prahlad said Vishnu was everywhere. In anger, Hiranyakashipu blew his mace onto a pillar, and from it emerged a fierce being who was half man and half lion. This being was Lord Narasimha, an avatar of Vishnu, who had come to kill Hiranyakashipu. Narasimha caught Hiranyakashipu and took him to the threshold of the door, which was neither inside nor outside. He placed him on his lap, which was neither in the sky nor on the earth, and killed him with his claws at twilight, tearing Hiranyakashipu's stomach without using any weapons. Afterward, Narasimha roared loudly, scaring away all the asuras. Prahlad approached him with great devotion and thanked him for saving his life. Narasimha explained that Hiranyakashipu had been Vishnu's gatekeeper Vijaya, cursed to live on earth and needed to be reborn 3 more times to return to heaven. Prahlad was made king of his father's kingdom and ruled with kindness and fairness, changing the ways of the asuras. Thus, Lord Vishnu took the form of Narasimha to protect Prahlad and to help Vijaya progress in overcoming his curse.
King Suddhodana, a potentate presiding over a territory nestled near the Himalayas, was married to a queen known as Maya. During one particular night, Queen Maya experienced a dream of incredible vividness. She found being carried aloft by celestial beings into a towering peak of a white mountain and then wrapped in a floral attire. A noble white bull elephant, a white lotus ensnared in its trunk, made its appearance. The elephant sauntered around her in circles thrice before it made contact with her right side using its trunk, and then disappeared mysteriously into her. In the morning, the dream was narrated to King Suddhodana, summoned the wisdom of 64 Brahmans to decipher its meaning. They foretold the arrival of a male offspring. The destiny of this child was twofold. If he chose to remain within the domestic boundaries, he was bound to become a conqueror of the world. But if he decided to abandon his household, he was destined to transform into a Buddha. As the annals of history reveal, he opted for the path of spirituality, becoming a Buddha, and the rest is an epic saga. Have you ever wondered how a prince became a spiritual leader, influencing millions across the globe? Siddhartha Gautama, later known as Gautam Buddha, was born a prince in ancient India. Shielded from suffering by royal privilege, he was destined for worldly greatness. But his destiny shifted when he encountered the 4 sides of suffering: old age, illness, death, and peace in a sage. Realizing the omnipresence of suffering, Gautama was driven to unravel life's purpose. And so the prince, disillusioned by the suffering in the world, abandoned his royal life, setting forth on a journey of self-discovery. What does it take to relinquish all worldly pleasures in the pursuit of ultimate truth? This is a question that Gautam Buddha, born as Siddhartha Gautama, sought to answer. Casting off his royal life, he went on a journey of self-denial, devoid of material comforts. In this pursuit, he lived an austere life, meditated, and survived on minimal sustenance. But the ultimate truth was elusive. His physical strength waned and his spirit was tested, yet he remained resolute. During a particularly arduous ordeal, Gautam Buddha chose to meditate a Bodhi tree. promising not to move until he found the truth. His was a struggle against his own psyche. And then, on a full moon night in the stillness, amid the rustling Bodhi tree, Gautam Buddha attained supreme enlightenment. He discovered the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. He had become the Buddha, the Enlightened One. In the silence of the under a Bodhi tree, a man had discovered the path to end suffering, becoming the enlightened. Such is the inspiring journey of Gautam Buddha. Have you ever wondered how Buddha, after years of severe asceticism and deprivation, found under the Bodhi? This question has puzzled many. Buddha, after years of rigorous practices, found his enlightenment elusive. The key? The middle path, a concept that Buddha himself discovered. This path rejects both worldly indulgence and severe asceticism, opposites that create imbalance. Instead, the middle path is a journey of moderation, striking a balance between these extremes. It leads to wisdom, moral discipline, and concentration, the triad of enlightenment. It was this balance that led Buddha from ignorance to wisdom, from suffering to tranquility, ultimately reaching enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. From a prince to a monk, from a seeker to the enlightened one, Buddha's journey is a testament to the power of the middle path. A path that leads to wisdom, moral discipline, and concentration. The three pillars of enlightenment. Such is the profound wisdom of the middle path, a concept that continues to guide millions in their quest for truth and enlightenment. In the realm of spiritual enlightenment, the miracles of Gautam Buddha hold a unique essence. Picture 1,000 simultaneous images of Buddha, each seated serenely on a lotus, illustrating his command over the physical world. Now, imagine an enraged elephant bowing in tranquility before Buddha, his compassionate aura soothing the beast. Yet, the marvels don't end there. Buddha, with the right understanding, walked on a river as if it were solid ground. This act symbolized overcoming life's obstacles, transforming them into stepping stones towards enlightenment. Lastly, envision an episode of profound meditation where Gautam Buddha, amidst worsening weather, was shielded by the serpent king Mukalinda. The serpent coiled around Buddha, its hood unfurled, forming a protective shield from the rain. Such are the miracles of Gautam Buddha, each more awe-inspiring than the last, each resonating with profound spiritual wisdom. Did you know that Gautam Buddha is considered the 9th avatar of Lord Vishnu in Hindu mythology? This claim results from the divine prophecy of Vishnu. Unlike Vishnu's previous forms, who were warriors, Buddha symbolized compassion and non-violence. This change speaks to the power of spirituality. Buddha's acceptance as Vishnu's avatar shows the unity of spiritual paths. It suggests that all spiritual teachings aim for the same goal, guiding humanity towards liberation. Thus, Buddha's life and teachings are not just the journey of a man, but the divine play of a god, guiding humanity towards enlightenment. So, what remains of the man who found the path to end suffering? His legacy indeed, a legacy transcending borders and cultures. Buddhism, the path Buddha has reached hearts worldwide, from Tibet's monasteries to Tokyo's streets. His teachings, a beacon of wisdom in a chaotic world, have crossed geographical and religious boundaries. Buddha's impact is seen not only in scriptures, but in daily principles of kindness and mindfulness. Gautam Buddha, a prince turned monk, left behind not a kingdom, but a legacy of wisdom and compassion, enlightening the world even thousands of years after his departure. King Suddhodana, a potentate presiding over a territory nestled near the Himalayas, was married to a queen known as Maya. During one particular night, Queen Maya experienced a dream of incredible vividness. She found being carried aloft by celestial beings into a towering peak of a white mountain and then wrapped in a floral attire. A noble white bull elephant, a white lotus ensnared in its trunk, made its appearance. The elephant sauntered around her in circles thrice before it made contact with her right side using its trunk, and then disappeared mysteriously into her. In the morning, the dream was narrated to King Suddhodana, summoned the wisdom of 64 Brahmans to decipher its meaning. They foretold the arrival of a male offspring. The destiny of this child was twofold. If he chose to remain within the domestic boundaries, he was bound to become a conqueror of the world. But if he decided to abandon his household, he was destined to transform into a Buddha. As the annals of history reveal, he opted for the path of spirituality, becoming a Buddha, and the rest is an epic saga. Have you ever wondered how a prince became a spiritual leader, influencing millions across the globe? Siddhartha Gautama, later known as Gautam Buddha, was born a prince in ancient India. Shielded from suffering by royal privilege, he was destined for worldly greatness. But his destiny shifted when he encountered the four sides of suffering: old age, illness, death, and peace in a sage. Realizing the omnipresence of suffering, Gautama was driven to unravel life's purpose. And so the prince, disillusioned by the suffering in the world, abandoned his royal life, setting forth on a journey of self-discovery. What does it take to relinquish all worldly pleasures in the pursuit of ultimate truth? This is a question that Gautam Buddha, born as Siddhartha Gautama, sought to answer. Casting off his royal life, he went on a journey of self-denial, devoid of material comforts. In this pursuit, he lived an austere life, meditated, and survived on minimal sustenance. But the ultimate truth was elusive. His physical strength waned and his spirit was tested, yet he remained resolute. During a particularly arduous ordeal, Gautam Buddha chose to meditate a Bodhi tree, promising not to move until he found the truth. His was a struggle against his own psyche. And then, on a full moon night in the stillness, amid the rustling Bodhi tree, Gautam Buddha attained supreme enlightenment. He discovered the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. He had become the Buddha, the Enlightened One. In the silence of the under a Bodhi tree, a man had discovered the path to end suffering, becoming the enlightened. Such is the inspiring journey of Gautam Buddha. Have you ever wondered how Buddha, after years of severe asceticism and deprivation, found under the Bodhi? This question has puzzled many. Buddha, after years of rigorous practices, found his enlightenment elusive. The key, the middle path, a concept that Buddha himself discovered. This path rejects both worldly indulgence and severe asceticism, opposites that create imbalance. Instead, the middle path is a journey of moderation, striking a balance between these extremes. It leads to wisdom, moral discipline, and concentration, the triad of enlightenment. It was this balance that led Buddha from ignorance to wisdom, from suffering to tranquility, ultimately reaching enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. From a prince to a monk, from a seeker to the enlightened one, Buddha's journey is a testament to the power of the middle path. A path that leads to wisdom, moral discipline, and concentration. The three pillars of enlightenment. Such is the profound wisdom of the middle path, a concept that continues to guide millions in their quest for truth and enlightenment. In the realm of spiritual enlightenment, the miracles of Gautam Buddha hold a unique essence. Picture 1,000 simultaneous images of Buddha, each seated serenely on a lotus, illustrating his command over the physical world. Now, imagine an enraged elephant bowing in tranquility before Buddha, his compassionate aura soothing the beast. Yet, the marvels don't end there. Buddha, with the right understanding, walked on a river as if it was solid ground. This act symbolized overcoming life's obstacles, transforming them into stepping stones towards enlightenment. Lastly, envision an episode of profound meditation where Gautam Buddha, amidst worsening weather, was shielded by the serpent king Mukalinda. The serpent coiled around Buddha, its hood unfurled, forming a protective shield from the rain. Such are the miracles of Gautam Buddha, each more awe-inspiring than the last, each resonating with profound spiritual wisdom. Did you know that Gautam Buddha is considered the 9th avatar of Lord Vishnu in Hindu mythology? This claim results from the divine prophecy of Vishnu. Unlike Vishnu's previous forms, who were warriors, Buddha symbolized compassion and non-violence. This change speaks to the power of spirituality. Buddha's acceptance as Vishnu's avatar shows the unity of spiritual paths. It suggests that all spiritual teachings aim for the same goal, guiding humanity towards liberation. Thus, Buddha's life and teachings are not just the journey of a man, but the divine play of a god, guiding humanity towards enlightenment. So, what remains of the man who found the path to end suffering? His legacy indeed, a legacy transcending borders and cultures. Buddhism, the path Buddha has reached hearts worldwide, from Tibet's monasteries to Tokyo's streets. His teachings, a beacon of wisdom in a chaotic world, have crossed geographical and religious boundaries. Buddha's impact is seen not only in scriptures, but in daily principles of kindness and mindfulness. Gautam Buddha, a prince turned monk, left behind not a kingdom, but a legacy of wisdom and compassion, enlightening the world even thousands of years after his departure.
रामेश्वरं विजयदान विधानधीरं गौरीश्वरं वरदहस्तधरं नमामः गङ्गोत्तमाङ्गकलितं ललितं वृषाप्रियतां मे सदा शिवा श्रीकाशीश्वरेश्वरसां प्रसदा शिवाय नमः नैवेद्यं पुरितः संस्था
Shivaya, Om Namah 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 Shivaya. Shivaya, Om Namah 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 Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Shivaya, Om Namah 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 Shivaya. Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Shivaya, Om Namah 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 Shivaya. Shivaya, Om Namah 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 Shivaya.
Lord Murugan, also known as Kartikeya, Skanda, Subramanya, or by various other names across different regions, holds a revered place in Hindu mythology. He is celebrated as the embodiment of valor, wisdom, and divine grace. Murugan is often depicted as a youthful god, wielding a spear, riding a peacock, and exuding unparalleled bravery and intelligence. According to the Hindu scriptures, Lord Murugan is the son of Lord Shiva and goddess Parvati. He is considered the commander of the divine army and a symbol of determination, courage, and spiritual growth. Murugan is worshipped in various parts of India, especially in the southern regions, where temples dedicated to him attract millions of devotees annually. His legends, notably the epic battle against the demon Tarakasura, symbolize the triumph of good over evil and the importance of righteousness. Murugan's teachings emphasize the significance of inner strength, knowledge, and the pursuit of truth on one's spiritual journey. As per Hindu legend, sage Narada visited the celestial court of Shiva at Mount Kailash to present to him a fruit, the Jnana Phalam, literally the fruit of knowledge. He decided to award it to whoever of his two sons first circled the world thrice. Accepting the challenge, Kartikeya started his journey around the globe on his Mount Peacock. However, Ganesha, who surmised that the world was no more than his parents Shiva and Shakti combined, circumambulated them and won the fruit. Kartikeya was furious and felt the need to get matured from boyhood and hence chose to remain as a hermit to Palani. The idol of the Muruga in Palani was created and consecrated by sage Bogar, one of Hinduism's 18 great siddhas, out of an amalgam of 9 poisons or Navapashanam. This sacred idol, crafted from an intricate blend of 9 poisonous herbs, has intrigued devotees for centuries. Its creation process is shrouded in mystery, and its spiritual significance is profound in the Hindu faith. The Navapashana idol, a potent symbol of divine energy and healing, continues to captivate spiritual seekers around the world. Every idol has a story to tell, and the Navapashana idol is no exception. This unique icon of worship, encapsulating divine energies, was crafted by the enlightened Siddhar Bogar, an eminent figure in the world of spiritual sciences. The Navapashana idol is not a mere stone, but a complex amalgamation of 9 potent herbs or Navapashanam, meticulously combined in a precise proportion. This intricate process, known only to a handful of sages, is a remarkable example of ancient Indian alchemy. Sage Boga, one of Asivaham's 18 great siddhas, with his profound knowledge of herbs and minerals, created this idol to embody the cosmic energy of Lord Muruga, a revered deity in Hinduism. His intention was to provide a spiritual tool that could also serve as a healing nexus, leveraging the medicinal properties of the 9 herbs. Now, Let's turn our gaze to the temple that houses this extraordinary idol. Nestled in the lush hills of Palani in southern India is the Arulmigu Dandayuthapani Swami temple, which is one among famous 6 abodes of Lord Murugan, all located in Tamil Nadu. This sacred place of worship, often shrouded in a blanket of peace and serenity, is the heart of the town and a significant pilgrimage site for devotees from around the globe. The temple's grandeur is not merely architectural. The temple nests on Sivagiri, the taller hill of Palani, and the staircase is cut into the hillside. Additionally, the main sanctum is of the Chera dynasty and the walkway draws inspiration from the Pandyan dynasty. Ancient Tamil script runs across the sanctum walls. This Gopuram has several sculptures, including shrines each for Lord Shiva and Parvati. It is the spiritual energy pulsating from the Navapashana idol that truly defines its magnificence. As devotees ascend the hill, they are greeted by the temple's majestic Gopuram of gold or tower, an architectural marvel intricately carved with scenes from Hindu mythology. But it is the Sanctum Sanctorum where the Navapashana idol resides that draws the most reverence. This sacred space, imbued with an ethereal calm, reverberates with the energy of the idol, touching the hearts of all who venture there. Many speak of experiencing a profound sense of peace, a spiritual awakening as they stand in the divine presence of the Navapashana idol. The Navapashana idol of Lord Murugan and its temple stand as a testament to the spiritual wisdom and architectural prowess of ancient India. Their existence continues to inspire and remind us of the rich spiritual heritage we have inherited, a legacy that transcends the barriers of time. The Navapashana idol is not just a religious artifact. It is a beacon of hope and healing. This ancient symbol, steeped in spirituality and mysticism, holds a revered position in the hearts and minds of seekers and believers alike. The Navapashana idol is known to be a catalyst for spiritual elevation, serving as a conduit between the earthly realm and the divine. The idol's unique composition of 9 sacred herbs or Navapashana, a bath in the water used to cleanse the idol, can cure diseases. Some even consume abhishekam water or milk to heal illness. It is also believed to emit a potent energy that purifies and revitalizes those who meditate in its proximity. This energy is said to resonate with our inner life force, aligning us with the cosmic rhythm and fostering a sense of inner peace and balance. Meditation in the presence of the Navapashana idol of Lord Murugan is considered a transformative experience. It is said to open the doors of perception, allowing one to transcend the mundane and access higher realms of consciousness. It is a journey inward, a journey that can lead to profound self-realization and spiritual awakening. Moreover, the Navapashana idol is revered for its purported healing properties. The potent energy it emanates is believed to have a therapeutic effect, capable of alleviating physical ailments and restoring health and vitality. Thus, the Navapashana idol of Lord Murugan is much more than a symbol. It is a spiritual tool, a healer, a guide, and a companion on the path of spiritual exploration. In the presence of the Navapashana idol, many have found solace, healing, and a deeper connection to their spiritual selves.
मानिकरण हिमाचल प्रदेश की कुल्लू डिस्ट्रिक्ट की पार्वती वैली में व्यास और पार्वती रिवर के बीच बसा हुआ एक फेमस तीर्थ स्थल है। मानिकरण की खूबसूरती इस तरह से लोगों को आकर्षित करती है कि हर कोई एक ना एक बार अपने लाइफ में मानिकरण जरूर आना चाहता है। मानिकरण अपने गर्म पानी के कुंड, गुरुद्वार मानिकरण साहिब, शिव टेम्पल, नयना देवी टेम्पल और अपनी प्राकृतिक नज़ारों के लिए प्रसिद्ध है। हिंदू मान्यताओं के अनुसार इस घाटों या वैली में प्राचीन काल में देवी पार्वती के कान की बाली में से एक मणि यानी कि एक स्टोन नहाते के समय पानी में गिर गया। भगवान शिव जी ने कुछ लोगों से मणि ढूंढने को कहा, लेकिन वो मणि नहीं मिली। इसी कारण भगवान शिव जी नाराज होके अपना तीसरा नेत्र खोल दिया, जिसे नैना देवी इडर प्रकट होगी और माता नैना देवी ने बताया कि पार्वती माता का मणि पाताल में शेष नाग के पास है। देवताओं ने प्रार्थना करने के बाद शेष नाग ने मणि वापस कर दी, लेकिन शिवजी इतना ज्यादा नाराज हो गए थे कि उन्होंने झोर के फूंकर मारी, जिसे इस जगह पर गर्म पानी निकला। ताबी से इस जगह का नाम पड़ा मानिकरण। वहीं सिख मान्यताओं के अनुसार श्री गुरु नानक देव जी ने इधर ही ध्यान लगाया था और बड़े बड़े चमत्कार किए थे। ये दो बात हुई पुराणिक मान्यताओं की। अब बात करते हैं मानिकरण और उसके आस-पास एरियाज आप कैसे घूम सकते हैं। तो इस बात का अंदाज लगाना थोड़ा मुश्किल है कि आप कौन सा शहर से मानिकरण और उसके आस-पास एरिया को घूमने के लिए आ रहे हैं। तो हम दिल्ली और चंडीगढ़ को सेंट्रल पॉइंट मान के चलते हैं। तो मानिकरण और उसके आस-पास के घूमने वाले प्लेसेस जैसे कसोल और टोश और कुल्लू जरूर देखने वाले में से है। आइए अब बात करते हैं। आप मानिकरण जाने के लिए दिल्ली और चंडीगढ़ पहुंच सकते हैं। चंडीगढ़ से मानिकरण करीबन 291 किलोमीटर और दिल्ली से मानिकरण करीबन 523 किलोमीटर। आप वोल्वो बस से मानिकरण जाने के लिए सबसे पहले आपको कसोल पहुंचना पड़ता है। बात करें अगर वोल्वो बस से दिल्ली टू कसोल पहुंचने के लिए आप शाम 5 बजे दिल्ली से कसोल के लिए वोल्व ले सकते हैं, जिसका चार्ज 750 रुपीज से लेकर 1200 रुपीज तक रह सकता ही ऑफ सीजन के टाइम पे, और 1200 से 2000 रुपीज रह सकता है सीजन के टाइम। आप चंडीगढ़ से कसोल बाय वोल्वो पहुंचने के लिए आप रात 11 बजे के बाद आप कसोल के वोल्वो ले सकते हैं। और अब बात करें हिमाचल रोड मी से दिल्ली से मानिकरण कोई भी डायरेक्ट बसेस नहीं है। आप दिल्ली से भुंतर पहुंचना पड़ेगा। दिल्ली से भुंतर करीबन 488 किलोमीटर्स दूर है और इस दूर को तैर करने आपको करीबन 12 से 13 घंटे लग सकता है। दिल्ली से भुंतर के बस फेयर के बारे में बात किए तो 823 रुपीस का चार्ज आपको इस बस में देना होगा। उसके बाद आप भुंतर से मानिकरण के बस ले सकते हैं, उसमें 120 to 150 का चार्ज रह सकता है। बात करें अगर ट्रेन है तो बाय ट्रेन भी आप मानिकरण पहुंच सकते हो। मानिकरण के सबसे नजदीक रेलवे स्टेशन जोगिंदर नगर रेलवे स्टेशन है, लेकिन ये रेलवे स्टेशन मैं आपको बिल्कुल भी सजेस्ट नहीं करूंगा क्योंकि ये रेलवे स्टेशन को आपका सिटी से यहां तक के लिए डायरेक्ट ट्रेन अवेलेबल नहीं हो पाएगी। लेकिन आप ट्रेन से मानिकरण आने का प्लान बना रहे हो तो मैं आपको चंडीगढ़ रेलवे स्टेशन आने का सलाह दे सकता हूं। इधर से आप डायरेक्ट ट्रेन से कसोल या मानिकरण पहुंच सकते हैं। आप बाय फ्लाइट से भी मानिकरण आ सकते हैं। मानिकरण का सबसे नजदीक एयरपोर्ट भुंतर एयरपोर्ट है, इसको कुल्लू एयरपोर्ट भी बोला जाता है। अगर आप बाय फ्लाइट आना चाहते हैं तो आप भुंतर या कुल्लू एयरपोर्ट आ सकते हैं और वहां से टैक्सी करके मानिकरण पहुंच सकते हैं। जैसे जैसे आप कसोल के नजदीक पहुंचने लगते हैं वैसे वैसे नज़ारे और भी सुंदर होने लगते हैं, क्योंकि आप पार्वती वैली में प्रवेश कर चुके होते हैं और पार्वती वैली के खूबसूरती इतनी ज्यादा आकर्षित करते हैं कि जिसको शब्द में बयान नहीं करा जा सकता है। ये है एक कुल्लू का ब्यूटीफुल विलेज। ये देखिए, नज़ारे इतना सुंदर है कि इसका खूबसूरती इतनी ज्यादा आकर्षित करते हैं कि जिसको शब्द में बयान नहीं करा जा सकता। क्या ब्यूटीफुल टाइम है। ऐसा लगता है कि दुनिया गई भाड़ में, हम है पहाड़ में। आपका हिमाचल प्रदेश का प्लान में कुल्लू मिस मैट कीजिएगा। अभी हम लोग जा रहे हैं कुल्लू का प्रसिद्ध माता तारा पठानी का मंदिर। सुना है उधर फेस्टिवल भी चल रहा है। रास्ते में यह स्वीटेस्ट म्यूजिक सुनिए और सॉन्ग का आनंद उठाइए।
कहीं दूर चले जाए हम, सपनों की एक डगर पे दूर सितारों के साथ, जहाँ जहाँ बस खुशियों की बात। दूर इतना के हमें छू ना सके, कोई गम या कोई बात, जहाँ सिर्फ प्यार रहे और रहे खुशहाली। आओ साथ।
अभी हम पहुँचे हैं माता तारा पठानी का मंदिर। वाह, ब्यूटीफुल। ये जगह पे पाँव रखते ही मुझे ऐसा फील हो रहा है कि मन बिल्कुल शांत हो गया है। अभी इधर का रिचुअल्स बहुत ही नीट से चल रहा है। उसके बाद इधर के लोग ऐसी हाय देवी माता का भजन करते करते सुबह तक जागरण करते हैं। उसके बाद माता तारा पठानी का आशीर्वाद लेके हम कुल्लू बस स्टैंड निकले। ए देखिए, ये पूरा का पूरा कुल्लू बस स्टैंड है। इधर तो बहुत ठंडी है यार, लेकिन मैं आपको एक बात बताना चाहता हूँ, इधर अच्छे वेटिंग रूम्स है। इतने ठंडी में वेटिंग रूम के अंदर लॉक करके आराम से बैठ सकते हैं। यहाँ पे वॉशरूम्स भी अच्छे हैं। खाने पीने के लिए भी यहाँ पे बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस है। बस का भी फ्रीक्वेंसी बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत सारे बसेस आराम से मिल जाएगी। अभी हम लोग जा रहे हैं कसौल।
कहीं दूर चले जाए हम, सपनों की एक डगर पे दूर।
अभी हम कसौल रीच हुए हैं। ए ब्रिज कसौल का वन ऑफ द फोटोग्राफिक अट्रैक्शन में से एक है। ये पार्वती रिवर का ऊपर बना हुआ है। इधर आप वॉक का आनंद उठा सकते हैं।
कहीं दूर चले जाए हम, सपनों की एक डगर पे दूर, सितारों के।
कुछ टाइम स्पेंड करने के बाद आप कसौल से मानिकरण बाय टैक्सी बाय लोकल बस से भी पहुंच सकते हैं। बस फेयर 10 रुपीज चार्ज हो सकता है और प्राइवेट टैक्सी से कसौल टू मानिकरण फेयर 500 to 1000 रुपीज भी लग सकते हैं। बात करेगा तो मानिकरण में गुरुद्वारा, शिव टेम्पल, नैना देवी टेम्पल का दर्शन कर सकते हैं। इसके अलावा मानिकरण गुरुद्वारा में लंगर का टेस्ट ले सकते हैं। इसका खास ये बात है कि यहाँ बनाया गया लंगर में चावल और सब्जियाँ यहाँ का गर्म पानी में पकाया जाती है। मानिकरण में भगवान के दर्शन करने के बाद अभी हम ब्यूटीफुल सॉन्ग सुनते सुनते साथ में रैंडमली ब्यूटीफुल सीन्स देखेंगे।
कहीं दूर चले जाए हम, सपनों की एक डगर पे दूर, सितारों के साथ, जहाँ बस खुशियों की बात। दूर इतना के हमें छू ना सके, कोई गम या कोई बात, जहाँ सिर्फ प्यार रहे और रहे खुशियाँ।
थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग। सब्सक्राइब कीजिए प्लीज। नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मिलेंगे। अभी के लिए बाय बाय।
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of engineering marvels with a closer look at the Krishna Raja Sagara Dam, affectionately known as the KRS Dam. Situated near Mysore in Karnataka, India, this iconic structure has been a lifeline for the region for nearly a century. The KRS Dam was completed in 1932 and named after the ruler of Mysore Kingdom.
Which will not only provide water for irrigation but also generate hydroelectric power.
The state, whose fate and fortunes depended heavily on the waters of the Kaveri River, was reeling from a series of natural calamities. Excessive drought and hot summers wiped out almost 1/5 of the population. Fortunately, Krishnaraja Wadiyar, the 24th Maharaja of Mysore, was a very progressive ruler and he cared about the well-being of his people. In 1909, Sir Mokshgundam Visvesvarya had been appointed chief engineer of the state, now in present-day Karnataka. One of the most brilliant engineers of his time, and having worked on large reservoir projects in the Bombay Presidency and Hyderabad, he didn't take long to present a blueprint to save Mysore from nature's wrath. Visvesvarya's solution was to build a dam across the Kaveri in the village of Kanambadi in present-day Mandya district, around 20 kilometers from Mysore city. The kingdom's financial condition at the time was critical. So when the chief engineer of Mysore, Sir M. Visvesvarya presented the blueprint of the dam, it was met with heavy opposition. Even the Madras presidency didn't like the idea and asked the government not to approve it, as the Madras presidency was also planning a reservoir on the Kaveri, at Methur, about 95 kilometers southeast of Kanambadi, and they were concerned that the Kanambadi dam would harness too much water, leaving too little for the reservoir at Methur. But Visvesvarya didn't give up. He talked to the Maharaja of Mysore and the Diwan, T. Ananda Rao. The king agreed, and on October 11, 1911, they decided to build the Krishna Raja Sagara Dam. They set aside 81 lakhs rupees to build it. In the village of Kanambadi, a remarkable project began. It was November 1911 when the construction of the Krishna Raja Sagar Dam commenced. This dam wasn't just any ordinary structure, it was meant to bring drinking water and irrigation to the people of the region. Over 10,000 workers toiled tirelessly under the scorching sun to build this grand dam. The initial plan was ambitious for years, the sound of hammers and the echo of construction filled the air as the dam slowly took shape. It was a feat of engineering marvel, standing tall and sturdy against the currents of the river. As the dam rose higher, so did the hopes of the villagers, who watched with anticipation as their dreams of abundance drew closer to reality. A towering gravity dam standing at 194 feet high, ready to hold a vast amount of water. But what actually is gravity dam? A gravity dam is a type of dam structure designed to withstand the force of water pressure solely through its weight. It relies on its massive weight and resistance to sliding to hold back the force of the water and maintain stability. The construction of the Krishna Raja Sagar Dam was no ordinary feat. Traditional stone masonry techniques were employed, along with a special lime porcelain mortar called surki, which held everything together. The most fascinating part of the dam was its intricate system of automatic gates. A total of 48 automatic gates, arranged in 6 sets of 8, adorned the dam. These gates were no ordinary gates, they were marvels of engineering. Visvesvaraya, the mastermind behind the dam, installed these gates to open and close automatically, depending on the water levels in the reservoir. Instead of spillways, these gates were used to prevent flooding. Each gate, made of sturdy cast iron, had its own set of components, sills, lintels, side grooves, and plates, all meticulously designed to function seamlessly. But the magic happened behind the scenes. A complex system of pulleys, chains, dead weights, and floats worked together like a symphony. When the reservoir reached its maximum level, water flowed in, causing the float to rise. As the float ascended, the balance weight fell, pulling up the gates and allowing water to flow out of the reservoir. And when the water levels dropped, the process reversed, ensuring a smooth and controlled flow of water. In the end, the KRS Dam stood tall, not just as a structure, but as a testament to human ingenuity and perseverance. As the waters of the reservoir flowed, it brought hope and prosperity. Six months before construction of dam was due to be completed, disaster struck. The money had all been spent, and there was no more left to finish the job. Even the king had mortgaged his precious jewels to King of Benares, now called Varanasi, to fund the project, but it wasn't enough. The Queen Maharani Pratapa Kumari Devi had also given her favorite necklaces and family heirlooms for project. But eventually, that too ran out in mounting labor and construction costs. Faced with this dire situation, Visvesvaraya came up with an unconventional plan. He called for a meeting with the village headman near a village in Mandya, hoping to gather a handful of people to discuss a solution. But to his surprise, over 500 people showed up, eager to help. Accompanied by the king, Visvesvaraya explained the situation honestly to the crowd. He asked if they would be willing to work for free for 4 weeks until a solution could be found. But there was silence. Dejected, the king and Visvesvaraya returned to Mysore, ready to mortgage one of the king's palaces to fund the project. However, the next morning brought an unexpected surprise. The king's secretary rushed in with urgent news. The palace courtyard was filled with thousands of people, all volunteering to work for free to finish the dam. And so, with the combined efforts of the brilliant engineer, the humble king, and the dedicated people, the Krishna Raja Sagar Dam was completed in 1924. Today, the dam stands tall as a symbol of perseverance, hard work, and the power of unity. The completion of the dam was a significant event, marking the culmination of years of planning and effort to harness the waters of the Kaveri River for irrigation. The inauguration ceremony was a grand affair, attended by dignitaries from across the country. The Maharaja himself presided over the ceremony, laying the foundation stone for the dam and officially declaring it open for use. The event was marked by speeches praising the engineering prowess and vision that went into the construction. The legacy of the KRS Dam is woven into the fabric of the region it serves, leaving a lasting impact on generations to come. First and foremost, the KRS Dam stands as a symbol of human ingenuity and determination. The dam's primary legacy lies in its role as a lifeline for the region's agricultural sector. By providing reliable irrigation water to over 1.8 million acres of farmland, it transformed the arid landscape into fertile fields. This boost in agricultural productivity not only improved livelihoods but also contributed to food security and economic development in the area. Furthermore, the KRS Dam plays a crucial role in flood control. The Brindavan Gardens, adjacent to the dam, have become a popular destination, further boosting tourism and local economies. As the sun sets over the tranquil waters of the Kaveri River, casting its golden hues upon the majestic structure that is the KRS Dam, we are reminded of the power of human ingenuity and resilience. The story of the KRS Dam is not just one of marvelous structure, it is a saga of hope, determination, and triumph over adversity.